Greetings, Mike. It's Carl. Thanks so much for this note. Deep empathy. Like I feel this one. I was a solo advisor. I did pretty much everything myself. I outsourced a little bit here and there. And if I was going to continue, if I hadn't sold the business in 2012, I would have been thinking exactly this way. And I think you nailed it at the end, right? Of course, I realize it's not true. I do have the answers. I'm just not willing to let go. I'm just going to riff on this. This is completely like I'm often wrong, but never in doubt. I'm going to riff on this. This is just my thoughts. It may be helpful. Here's what I noticed. A business partner. So I wanted that too. Like it's so great. But the reasons you're pointing to are the similar for my reasons. Work on it together, vision and growth. Those things I have found the complications of a business partner back when I was running my RIA firm, the complications of a business partner and all that comes along with it. And, are they going to want to be around for 25 years? Like all of those things. I found that I could get what I needed, what I thought I wanted out of a business partner, I could get in professional relationships, like just find a friend or two. Blair Enns is that for me, Blair and a couple other people that I can talk to about the vision and growth and get excited about without all the complications of the business partnership. You can join groups like YPO to do that too. That's what I found useful to me. Then the idea of everything else here, Mike, I don't know what it's worth, but here's what I would do. I would make a stop doing list. I'd pull out a piece of paper and I would write down all the things I do. In fact, it's even helpful to do this in a spreadsheet. So each one is a cell. What is it that you do? Then rank them 1 to 10 on energy draining. How energy draining are they? 1 to 10. So the most draining thing would be a 10. Independent of how much time it takes, just rank them 1 to 10. Sort them so that the 10s are at the top. Pick a 10 and say in the next 90 days from now, I will not be doing that. I will either delete it. So then you go through the first process of saying, can I delete it? And push the edge of that. Like, what if I could delete it? Who says I have to send out quarterly performance reports? That was an example for me. I thought you had to. And then I forgot one quarter and nobody complained. So I changed my ADV to say quarterly performance available on demand. Nobody ever asked for them. It was amazing. It was incredible. Push the edge of delete. Okay, if it's still there, can you automate it? You mentioned that you've sorted some of these things out. Like, is there a way to automate some of it? And then third, if you could delegate it, just record a screen share of you doing the thing 3 or 4 or 5 times. Put those screen shares all in a Dropbox folder. Go out to any of the outsourced VAs. I can't remember who we use because I don't deal with them. Jacqueline does. Like, this is exactly what we've done. Anything that I do regularly that I don't like to do, I record a screen share. Jacqueline gets it to a VA and the VA takes care of it. So then they have the screen. And the first step is watch these 3 to 5 screen recordings of me doing the task and write up the process so that I can review it. So it's not even do it. Write up the process so I can review it. After you've written up the process, okay, that looks good. Tweak this, this, and this. Here, now will you do it 3 or 4 times and tell me what you learned? So like you're even outsourcing the idea of writing the job description. And then maybe you say to that VA, okay, do that. Or maybe that VA has now become your process VA, the one that helps you, that's going to help you with the rest of this list. And you say, okay, great. Is there somebody else in your VA, your virtual agency that could do that? And it's not going to work the first time, so keep trying, right? So eventually you've got this basically a process manual with the 3 to 5 screen shares, the write-up that the VA did, the revision of the write-up that you did. The VA did it and fine-tuned it, and then they handed it off to somebody. There are people who do this. You can totally do it. That to me is the most beautiful business in the world. Your business, so beautiful. Especially the way you said, like, grow intentionally, mostly because I love to grow, build, and improve. And money is an easy tracking mechanism for that. I agree. Love that. At this point, it's the game of it. Like, it's the spiritual practice of it. How can I do this? I want more time off, a more relaxed feeling, and a slow pace. How can I do that with these other issues? That's how I would approach it. Now, I'm probably wrong. Like, for some people, man, how great are great business partnerships? You know, but it is rare. I remember a friend of mine saying the fastest way to sink is on a partnership, which I don't agree. It's been a lot of hard work to find the people I consider my current partners, and some of them are involved in the business and some aren't. But I think you could do that without all the complication, and it's a really fun game. Like, could you, like, you know what I'd love to know, Mike? Make that stop doing list, and then show it to me in a year. Show me the progress you've made in a year. And you're like, look, these things were on my list and they're no longer there. I've got process manuals. It's amazing. It's freed up all this time. And the other thing I'll mention, last thing, Dan Martelli's book, Buy Back, I think it's called Buy Back Your Time or Buying Back Your Time, is so good in this same vein. Cheers, my friend. Bye.